Okay, it's recording. Hello, and welcome to Code Taku. This is actually my first video this is my first video since I published. That's the word I was looking for. Yep. So today I'm going to be talking about some up and coming Shonen Jump properties I think have the chance to get an anime or will become bigger. I'm going to just explain some of them and recommend some of them. I think these are all good. I'll get more in depth with them as I go on, but the first one I want to talk here is Mashle. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Magic and Muscles. This one was good, indeed. Think of it kind of like One Punch Man, but at the same time not, because he wins. Like, you're gonna know he's gonna win every fight. It's kind of like slapstick humor, like, yeah, but he's considered like it's kind of like Hogwarts. Like, everyone has magic except for Mash, but he's super ripped, so that's the whole thing. So that's why it's called Magic and Muscles. And all in all, I think this series is really good. Um, I enjoyed it heavily. Um, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it. Read Mashley, Magic and Muscles. It's a really good series. I'm trying to go faster because I got more series, but here's the next one. Next one I want to talk about is Blue Box. This one's a sports manga slash romance. It's kind of like a manga with like a romance, or no, more like a romance with a sports aspect. Like, essentially, this guy wants to go to championships, but he also likes his girl, which she inspired him to want to go to championships. So that's why he wants to go, and it's really cute and wholesome. It's nothing amazing, but it's good. It's nothing unique. It's just a typical romance, but I think it has some fun moments. Next I want to talk about is one you've probably heard of if you've been in the anime slash manga community for a while, Spy X Family. This one's very unique, and I do think this one has the second highest chance of getting an anime, right next to this one that I'm about to talk about next. But this one, it's essentially this guy's he's an FBI agent. This girl is an assassin, and then their kid can read minds. So it's like, and they're all in the same household, and they're not an actual family. They're more like a brought together family for this guy's mission, and they don't know each other's secrets, identities, and they're trying to hide it from each other while also do like family things. It's really fun and unique. Definitely unique is definitely some an understatement for this. It's a comedy. I think all of these so far were comedies except Blue Box. That's a romance. Mashley is also a comedy. Um, really good. Recommend. I recommend all of these, obviously. Next one is another one you've probably heard of, and this is the one I think most likely get an anime. Is Kanji no 8. This one was the first one that blew me away out of all these. I think it's by far the best on here, and then Mashley, in my opinion, then Spy X Family. Um, People are calling it like the new Attack on Titan. I do not think that's true. I do not think it's on that level. It is good. It doesn't have that many chapters, and it's also very popular. I think it's also either the popular or second most popular out of this list. Either this or Spy X Family is the most popular out of all these. All these are Shonen Jump properties, by the way. I think I already said that, but this one's really good. Essentially, this guy, there's in this world there's kanjis, these things called kanjis, and they're like these giant monster things and stuff, and they fight them. This guy was like a cleaner that like picked up like the debris, like the aftermath of the battle with them and the suit human things, and essentially he he was cleaning up one day and he got the powers of a kanji, so he can like transform into like Kanji no 8 is his code name, and he's like really powerful, like I don't think we've yet seen a more powerful one in the manga. I'm not sure. And you're probably like, this sounds very similar to Attack on Titan. It's nowhere near as dark, I would say. It's good, but it still has like that shonen feel that most shonen things have. It doesn't really give off an Attack on Titan vibe. It's so think of like a less dark version of Attack on Titan. That's what Kanji no 8 is. Next is the last series I want to talk about. And then this one is my least favorite on the list. It's still good. It's a comedy called Sakamoto Days. It's essentially this guy's a former hitman and he's just living with his family, just trying to live in peace, but hence being a former hitman, people are going to come after you because you're a former hitman and you're going to make enemies in that type of job. And it's essentially him just trying to live his life while people keep like, I'm going to defeat you. And he's kind of like, no. Kind of just gives him a good old punch and done. It's the same thing with like MASH, like you know he's going to win every fight, but it's still really fun. And then of course there's new characters and I think the characters are likable in this. Yeah. But hold up, I gotta get back to them. All in all, I think all these series are really good. Recommend all of them. If you need a recap, there's Blue Box, which I think right now has 3 chapters, so it could go 2 different paths. Blue Box could goes really like a path where it's really bad, or one where it's really good, like anything. And then there was MASH, which I think currently has 50 something chapters. So quick, these are all quick reads, all low end chapters, all under 100 chapters. But yeah, that one has like I think 50 chapters. And that one I think has the possibility to get an anime, and it's going in a very good direction. I don't think the series will be very long either. I think it will end not soon, but like 120, 40 chapters, I think, is where it will end somewhat there. Then there was Spy X Family. That one is another really good one, and I think they've already announced an anime for that one. I'm not sure. It only has like 30 something chapters, but boy, those 30 chapters are very entertaining. You can get very sucked into that one and read them all in a day. It's great. So yeah, just go check that one out. Then there was Kanji no 8, which was the one I think I talked about for the longest. I think that one definitely has a really good chance of getting an anime. A really, really good chance. And as long as it keeps going, like the path it's going, it's obviously gonna become better and better and better and better. And I think it will be only like, I could see this being like 200 chapters. I could see this being a long series. Like 200, 300. I could see this one being long. And let me also say Mashle and Spy Family. Spy Family, I think, will peak at like 200 chapters. And then Mashle, I already said Mashle. Next there was Sakamoto Days. This one I think is the weakest out of all of them. I recommend only reading this if you have like a spare minute on your hands and you just don't know what to read. Kind of like a in between things, like let's say you read like Berserk and you're like, okay, I want like a calm anime. Sakamoto Days, Vinland Saga. But yeah, I think this one has the highest chance of getting canceled, and I do not see this one getting an anime, sadly. I think this one could last anywhere between 150 chapters to 20. I do not think this one will last long, and I'm not sure how many chapters it has currently. I think it's on the lower side. Definitely think it's on the lower. I think it's only like 20 now. But yeah, there are a couple other properties that I didn't mention on here that are out, like Undead Unluck. I personally didn't like that. I'm still reading it weekly, but it's just not sticking with me. I don't know why, but I just didn't like it. Is there another really long, like not long, but like another weekly series? I Tell C, I dropped that though. That was not good. But yeah, so read Blue Box, Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Spy X Family, Kanji no 8, and Sakamoto Days. And yeah, that's about it. Those are all really good shonen properties, and new shonen properties. Obviously, there's like One Piece and Naruto, but new shonen properties I think have a chance of becoming big. Except Sakamoto Days, I kind of just threw that one in there as like a bonus. But bye.